going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with an update video here in regards to my Cosmic Crucible. But as well, I haven't made a video on this in quite some time just because I personally haven't been too invested in Cosmic Crucible with the other events and activities going on. But seeing as how we do have an event video right now in regards to what's going on with Cosmic Crucible attacks, adding to the demonic origins, yeah, we can go ahead and review this today, and hopefully this can help you guys, give you some insight what I'm using. But you know, the nice thing about this event is that it's directly tied back to attack. So even if you do fail the first attack and you go ahead and clean up, it's gonna give you additional points. So that's kind of why I'm more invested in obviously this event for the week. Now, we got the full clear here against Super Daddy, so now we can actually review each and every one of the rooms that we did, but as well what I'm using on offense and defense, so it gives you guys a bit of insight. Maybe let's start with what I'm using offensively, and then we'll switch over to show you how I won on the defensive side. So if I hit results, it does give you a track record here. Room 1, we were up against an Infinity Watch team, and we were easily able to make short work of that with the Superior 6 team. They just do so well against this team, and I liked using them as kind of the go-to, but obviously Superior 6 and Sinister 6 can take down many of the rooms if you guys need them to be that kind of cookie cutter team to take down any of those big top defenses. We have this Darkhold Quicksilver team, and I've never tried this before, but I want to mix it up with my Tangle Web plus Void Knight and my Eternals. As you can see there, it was a slight punch up, but able to get the job done. And it's funny because I think both my Eternals are actually at Gear Tier 16, so this actually fared up really well against a full Gear Tier 18 Darkhold team, which is great to see. In stage 3, just a very easy cleanup team. I think he was just throwing in a burner, so we just cleaned that up with Gamma, as that was one of my lasting teams, and aside from the cleanups that I had to do. So now it finally got a little bit challenging with some of the defenses. So we were up against this Secret Defenders with Apocalypse. So I didn't want to waste time. I just wanted to burn their abilities. So I threw in some of these mixtures here of characters just soaking in some attacks. You don't want to overdo this because they are going to be getting energy as they take down your team as well, so be mindful of that. But then we were able to go in with our Secret Defenders plus Apocalypse, and then able to clean up. So the reason why I have them on offense is because they're pretty much the counter to any other folks that do have Black Knight or other Secret Defenders on defense. So I like having them on offense to give me that option to fully clear if needed. Right now, I'm not too crazy about Cosmic Crucible, so it's kind of nice that I can switch that mindset here for events that do run where it is going to be attack driven. Stage 5, I was hoping I could clean this up actually with my my really heavy crowd controlling team. Couldn't get the job done. This Gamma was just really massive, as you can see, with the majority of their characters being you know, built up and quite heavy to take down. So we were close. We were close actually to taking down many of them in my first attempt here, which was a mixture of Val, Nova, the New Warriors, and Omega Red, but just didn't land the RNG right, so then we had to go in with this team to clean up. So pretty easy afterwards, but typically my Val Nova combo with New Warriors does work against this, but this was just a massive team that we were up against, and just the RNG with how She-Hulk was flipping it back at our team too. And then finally, guys, stage 6 here, up against an Unlimited X-Men team. So I was trying something different because usually I use Masters of Evil, but figured I'd try maybe my DevC can actually get the job done, seeing as how many of them are built up. Didn't work right, so next time I'm just going to proceed with Masters of Evil. They could have got the job done in one shot, so definitely could have been more efficient, but seeing as how this event was attack driven, I didn't see the harm in just giving it a shot, and we were just going for the full clear anyways, but actually thankfully landed the win here. So Masters of Evil, easy cleanup, but this Masters of Evil team likely could have got the job done, and I was just more so experimenting and seeing how this works, especially if we have an event where we can take advantage of the multiple attacks here. So now that's all the offenses, guys. So obviously a defense one for me. We're going to work our way now back down and show you how that kind of detailed. So on my defense right now, in this room specifically, we're going to work back from stage 6 back to stage 1. I do have my Unlimited X-Men team here with Dormammu. I've seen them to be very formidable because they can soak in another big team. So as you can see, it worked well against this new Avengers team that actually punched down on us, and we were able to still actually get the job done. So pretty crazy to see because many of my characters are only Gear Tier 16, 15, and then yeah, it's really Nightcrawler, the one that's built up compared to everybody else. And then finally, it did take almost a, yeah, actually it was a full Def Seed team punch down as well. So you can see how formidable this team is on defense. I like that they take out efficiencies as well. My opponent has to use some pretty massive teams to take them down. So that's just nice to see. But honestly, I'm not too crazy about my Crucible battles right now anyways. This is more so just a slotting team. But seeing as how they like that they have good synergy, we'll hold them in that room for now and see how they do. Stage 5. This is just the standard Pegasus team that I put on room 5. Nothing crazy, but it does burn some pretty sizable teams if they're using, like, for instance, as you see here, a mixture of Tangle Web and New Warriors. They don't usually put up any good fights, but I like this team because it can burn a good team, and especially if they have Eternals, you know that they're going there if they're non-defense. Stage 4. So this is actually what won it for me, guys, and it's interesting because it's really defensively minded, but it just throws a lot of kind of question marks on the opponents, right? So you can see here, it's a synergy of my Carter and Captain America, obviously fueling Black Knight with his synergies with Out of Time, but having Super Skrull beef up the rest of the team. And then Shuri also granting additional energy. There's a lot of energy on our side, and it raises a lot of question marks for my opponents in terms of the, wondering how to defend against us. This has worked really well, so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm just going to see how long it takes for someone to figure it out, and it's just nice. It's funny to see how many teams this can burn up. But this has been my go-to defense for the last few weeks, and it's definitely been kind of the difference maker when I'm trying in Crucible. So stage 3 here, Infinity Watch, nothing crazy. They just, synergize some of the characters to clean up. This is not a hard team, but it's just the fact that Infinity Watch does benefit quite a bit from this game mode, and usually my opponent does have to throw a team. But the thing is that because of how low my Infinity Watch is built, it does sometimes kind of drop my opponent's guard. So they do have to, they have to guesstimate if they can take it down, because they get quite a bit of buffs from the room. So it's kind of nice to see for sure. Stage 2, this one was interesting. I didn't expect this to take a 2-shot, but it looks like my opponent used Nowhere, so I guess that's a big no-no. And then they did have to bring in their Skrull with Undying. A pretty overkill to take this down, because it's not a big team or scary team by any means, but I do really like the synergy of Darkhold in Room 2, and they do kind of have, that awareness that my opponent needs to punch up sizably with a team, or have a larger team than my own, just to be comfortable, right? So in this case, I think he could have won against my my room 4 here that won for me with the Super Skrull here, but it just not a great use of the attacks here, and that's probably what lost it for him. So last but not least, then, easy cleanup. I just have my limited X-Men in room 1. They just get good synergies here, as you can see, just taking out a good team in Masters of Evil. So it was an efficiency battle here. I think it would have been very close if he actually full cleared me, but because of my room 4 defense, that's ultimately what won for me, guys. So hopefully this helps you. This was a fun defense to see. Yeah, definitely try it out. You guys have all the right characters, but yeah, it's just very defensively minded, and turtling seems to be how we're getting the difference in wins here right now. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out. Let me know what you think in comments below, and for sure, thank you for your time as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one.